Hello and welcome to this fresh episode of Ground Zero on Herald TV. Heated discussion erupted in the assembly session recently as the opposition raked up the need of having Tamnar Power Line. This power transmission line that is meant to connect the state with southern grid has been in controversy over the issue of cutting dense vegetation in a rather eco-sensitive area. The MLAs have criticized the power minister for making flip-flops on the issue of power line. Sudhin Dhawlikar was questioned why he opposed while being in opposition and with TMC in Goa and now is promoting the project. Listen in.
If Karnataka has not got all the clearances, how are you proceeding?
वो प्रोजेक्ट स्क्रॅप करपाक तू कित्याक चिंतना जे तुवें मॅनिफेस्टोन केल्लें ज्याच्या खातीर तूं जिखलो.
This project will call for felling of thousands of trees, causing massive destruction.
मोले आमचे नॅशनल पार्क उद्ध्वस्त न करता ताका उपाय आसा ते सुचयल्यात.
हो तन्मार प्रोजेक्ट म्हणटा वन ऑफ द 3 लिनियर प्रोजेक्ट्स आनी गेल्या असेंब्लीच्या टेन्युअरान आमी एक रिझोल्युशन घेतिल्लें जें रिझोल्युशन सकाळचे 3 वरां मेरेन गेलें स्पिकर सर आनी आतांचो मंत्री आमचे बरोबर आशिल्लो हो प्रोजेक्ट ओपोज करपाक. हाजो एक इतिहास मातसो एक जनरल काबरालाक याद आसतली ताजी. स्पिकर सर हो आतां तन्मार प्रोजेक्ट म्हणटा कितें हो प्रोजेक्ट 400 kV पावर सदर्न ग्रिडाच्यान कर्नाटकाच्यान गोंयां हाडपाचो प्रोजेक्ट हो. स्पिकर सर हातून खूब डिफॉरेस्टेशन जातलें म्हणून एक्टिविस्ट ओपोजिशन हो प्रोजेक्टाक ओपोज करताले चड करून कित्याक एक 80 दांडेली टायगर रिजर्व म्हणटा कर्नाटकाच्यान तो पास जाता. गोवा फावंडेशन म्हणटालें की 68,000 झाडां कापची पडटलीं, सरकार म्हणटालो 14,000 झाडां. स्पिकर सर इलेक्शनाचे इश्यू जालो आनी इलेक्शनाचो इश्यू जालो तेन्ना बाब सुदीन ढवळीकर जो आज मंत्री आहा ताणें ओपोजिशन सगळें आशिल्लें ते भशेन ताणें तो ओपोज केलो आनी ताजें अलायन्स तेन्ना स्पिकर सर आशिल्लें TMC कडेन म्हणल्यार तृणमूल काँग्रेस पार्टी कडेन आनी तांची MP महुआ मोइत्रा बरोबर ताणें आपलो मॅनिफेस्टो लॉन्च केल्लो 29 जानेवारी 2022 आनी ताणें अशें म्हणलें की द 3 लिनियर प्रोजेक्ट्स थ्रू मोले वूड बी टर्मिनेटेड. हो तांचो जॉयंट मॅनिफेस्टो आशिल्लो. स्पिकर सर ही दुसरी खबर की इलेक्शन जातकर सुदिनान TMCकूच टर्मिनेट केली आनी ते सायडीन मंत्री जालो. आनीक स्पिकर सर मागीर 22 जुलैक ताणें म्हणलें की तन्मार इज द नीड ऑफ द आवर. केन्नाचो आवर तेन्नाचो आवर. आतां स्पिकर सर हांव आज येता हें परिवर्तन ताजें जालें. आतां स्पिकर सर ही CEC एक हिंदू म्हणटा तेजेर 18 एप्रील 2023 CECन मिटींग घेतली कर्नाटकान आनी तांणी म्हणलें की दे शूड डिसायड ऑन एन एप्रोप्रिएट अलायनमेंट फॉर ट्रान्समिशन लायन अप टू नरेंद्र. आनी CECचें अशें आशिल्लें की extent of forest involved, number of trees to be cut in each of the alignment, impact of each of these options on wildlife and ecology. म्हणल्यार कर्नाटकाचो अलायनमेंट फिक्स जावंक नाशिल्लो. स्पिकर सर ताजे मदीं सुप्रीम कोर्टांचें आतां ताणें करेक्शन म्हाका केलां. सुप्रीम कोर्टान CECचो रिपोर्ट 23 एप्रील 2021 रिपोर्ट एक्सेप्ट केलो 9 एप्रील 2022 आनीक रिअलायनमेंट गोंयांत करचो म्हणल्यार सुपा ते सांगोड सेक्टर हो वायडन करचो अशें तांणी डिसिजन दिलें. आतां म्हजो प्रश्न ताका पयलो आहा की हे CECन कर्नाटकाचें अलायनमेंट फिक्स ना हें तुका खबर आहा?
आन्सर दिले प्रमाणे ते सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑर्डरा हांव एक पॅराग्राफ वाचता. After examining the report number 6 and hearing the learned counsel for the parties, we approve the recommendations made by CEC in report number 6 and direct suitable steps to be taken in accordance with the recommendations made therein. Consequent to the acceptance of the report submitted by CEC, the recommendation made by the National Board for Wildlife dated 7/4/2020 is set aside. हे Supreme Court ऑर्डरान आसा. आज आमकां रिप्लाय दिल तेन्ना तेणें सांगलां that the work is going on as per the direction in the report. My first question which I have is, what are the steps taken pursuant to this direction of the Supreme Court and as per the report of CEC from the date of the Supreme Court order till to date? If Karnataka has not got all the clearances, how are you proceeding?
So that is another question. That is another question. If the infrastructure is ready in Goa, we can use that infrastructure anyway for all the lines. You
won't be
just
possible.
remember what I am talking. You just understand.
That means you will have towers without connectivity?
No, no. Other way we can bring that and bring from Kolhapur and get this done.
It may be recalled that the Chief Engineer of the Electricity Department, Stephen Fernandez, at a recent Joint Electricity Regulatory Commission hearing, had also attempted to justify the need of the power line. Watch.
Authorities tell us to restrict the load, has to be restricted, otherwise there can be grid collapse. Grid collapse is full country, full state can go blackout. So there are more concerns. So we require the support of the public, consumers, and together we need to work. Maybe I take responsibility for 95%, but 5% it is the consumers also should help us. Opposing the line become a big difficulty for me because South Goa gets only one line. Even my mother doesn't call me, even if the supply count doesn't come for one day, being a chief engineer. Because she has taken it will not come. Yes, but why sometimes doesn't come? When the interstate line fail, we cannot do anything. Because it is like this, a patient is admitted in the ICU, only doctor can decide when to discharge. So WR LDC is there, NLDC is there. They don't allow us to charge the line. We cannot charge unless they are sure this line is safe to charge again. Therefore, for reliability and N-1 contingency, we should have another line.
The government, however, insists enhance Goa's power capacity, reliability and security by enabling more than 1,200 megawatt of power evacuation from both the western and southern grids. Ensure uninterrupted power supply to Goa even during the peak tourist season. Enhanced power transmission capacity, quality and reliability in the state will further boost the industrial and commercial activities, especially the tourism industry, while minimizing the use of DG sets. Improve Goa's standing in the One Nation One Grid scheme, which was conceptualized to improve India's power connectivity infrastructure and ensure affordable power supply to the states. Currently, Goa's base electricity demand is 650 megawatt. The power demand is primarily catered through the western grid via the 400 kV Kolhapur-Mapsa line and from the south through a single 220 kV line. In 2015, the Ministry of Power envisaged the Goa Tamnar Transmission Project Limited to create an additional source of power for Goa. Subsequently, the decision to provide a new 400 kV substation in South Goa along with its interconnections with the interstate transmission system was discussed and approved in the various meetings convened by the Standing Committee on Power System Planning and Standing Committees of Western Region and Southern Region in 2016. The GTTPL project, once operational, will play a vital role in meeting Goa's increasing power requirements and providing long-term energy security to the state. It will provide residents and industries in Goa with a highly reliable power feed by opening access to both western and southern grids, thereby reducing the dependence of this region on expensive and polluting diesel-based power. GTTPL comprises of 5 elements that are related but functionally independent. These together constitute the scheme for additional 400 kV feed to Goa and additional system for power evacuation from generation projects pooled at Raigad Pool. The opposition has continued its demand of scrapping the transmission line. Listen to this discussion.
The completion of infrastructure can be used anywhere.
The last question.
Yes.
Will the Tiger corridor, will it impact this?
I don't have answer on this
100%.
because it is not decided yet. But if Tiger Reserve comes in force, then there may be a complication.
So they're better than scrap it.
Cruz Silva.
Scrap the project.
Cruz Silva.
पावर हाडटात सदर्न ग्रिडाच्यान थंयच्यान गोंय मेरेन हाडपाची आतां आमकां जें पयलीं परमिशन दिलें हें परमिशन दितना कर्नाटकाक कन्सिडर करूं ना ताणें आमचें परमिशन सेपरेट दिलें आनी आतां तें कर्नाटकान चिरकलां. स्पीकर सर, CECक इन्फॉर्म केलां की स्टँडींग कमिटी ऑफ नॅशनल बोर्ड फॉर वायल्ड लायफ had given clearance for the Goa part of the project without waiting for the recommendation of Karnataka part. So, हाजो अर्थ कितें जाता स्पीकर सर, आमी गोंयान जर कितलेंय कंप्लीट केलें जाल्यार लास्ट कर्नाटकान वचून जिरकतलें, कित्याक कर्नाटकाचें वचून कांयच धडगत ना. तो प्रोजेक्ट स्पीकर सर आयक, आतां हांव उलयतना तूं कितें उलयता मदीं, तुजें मन परिवर्तन कित्याक जालें तें हांवें सांगलां. आतां आमचें जावंक ना, कित्याक वी आर टॉकिंग द सेम थिंग वॉट वी टॉक टील 3 AM in the morning that day. चीफ मिनिस्टर इज अवेअर ऑफ इट. सो आतां स्पीकर सर हांव याद करून दिवंक सोदता मंत्र्याक की तुका ताकतीक कित्याक तूं म्हणटा 300 मेगावॉट पावर आमी नॉन कन्व्हेन्शनल एनर्जी करतलो म्हणून. ही 2030 रिक्वायरमेंट आज आहा आमकां 650 प्लस 300 जाले 950. तुमचो रिक्वायरमेंट तुमी 2030 सांगतात 900चो. सो दॅट मीन्स आमी बरे आहा. प्लस आनी टेक्नॉलॉजी वाडटली. सो आनी नॉन कन्व्हेन्शनल एनर्जी येतली. कित्याक हो झाडां मारून प्रोजेक्ट कित्याक आमकां जाय? हो प्रोजेक्ट स्क्रॅप करपाक तूं कित्याक चिंतना? जें तुवें मॅनिफेस्टोन केल्लें, ज्याच्या खातीर तूं जिखलो, ज्याच्या खातीर तुजो दुसरो आमदार जिखलो, ज्याच्या खातीर तूं TMC बरोबर टायअप जालो, तें कित्याक विसरता तूं? तें सांग.
प्रश्न विचारा तुमचो.
हांव विसरता, स्क्रॅप कर म्हणटा हो प्रोजेक्ट, कित्याक करना?
Now, मुझे question सामको specific. Supreme Court was deciding not the question outside that area.
In Goa, we have not violated Supreme Court's order.
My question has been this: what has been the status of your work pursuant to the direction of the Supreme Court and the CEC recommendation?
See,
my question is specific. What has been
in Goa, whatever we are executing the work is as per Supreme Court guidelines.
what is the status?
Status work is going on. I have given annexure 1, 2.
Not of the lower part.
No, you see annexure 1 and 2.
In Mulla's revised forest proposal submitted to Forest Department in
that is
alignment
going
with
on.
CC.
One side work is going on, one side all other aspects, other things are going on.
So this answer is
I
wrong.
will give you, Vijay got that, all annexures.
Not the annexure 2 and a
I
half.
got
Asa,
manifesto.
dakhita.
Revised forest proposal submitted to Forest Department.
It is there.
Activists too have demanded that the government also takes a pro-environment decision for posterity. Listen in.
In the recently concluded assembly session, the issue of Tamnar 440 kV transmission line through Kali Tiger Reserve, Mahavir Wildlife Sanctuary, Mole National Park, Sangot to Sheldon and Sheldon to Mapsa through Gondla National Wildlife Sanctuary raised its ugly head again. The government has been relentlessly pushing for this project against the dictates of logic and sound reasoning, as this project will call for felling of thousands of trees, causing massive destruction to the protected Bhagwan Mahavir Wildlife Sanctuary and Mole National Park. The justification by the government that additional power is required contradicts the government's claim that Goa is having surplus power of 400 megawatt, which has been backed by facts and figures from the Department of Power. This thus raising grave doubts about the real intention concerning the project and the blatant contradictions and seeming falsehoods that are being dished out to justify the fictitious shortfall of power. Our government should promote and endeavor to achieve the target of 358 megawatts of solar power generation and other renewable power generation, which was due in the year 2022. The Central Empowered Committee appointed by Supreme Court has recommended that fresh transmission line corridor should not be opened up through the protected sanctuaries. Thus, it is clear that the 400 Tamnar Power Transmission Line is not necessary and should be scrapped.
हांव जरिना दाखयना आनी तमनार प्रकल्पाचेर तुमी म्हाका विचारले आनी तो प्रश्न म्हणल्यार तमनाराचो तो प्रकल्प हाजेर खूब खोल अभ्यास करून जाणार मनशांनी, इंजिनियर्स, एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट आनी सेंट्रल एम्पावर्ड कमिटी जी सुप्रीम कोर्टाची कमिटी निवडून धाडिल्ली ताणें सगळे दृश्टिकोन घेवन ताजेर आपले व्यक्त आनी वैज्ञानीक तत्वां घालून सुद्दां ते कशे प्रमाणार करपाचें आनी मोले आमचे नॅशनल पार्क उद्ध्वस्त न करता ताका उपाय आसा ते सुचयल्यात. ते आतां आमचें शासन कित्याक घेना तकल्यान ताचेर इल्लो विचार करून गोंया खरोखरच तुमकां वाटावपाक जाय आनी बरें करपाक जाय जाल्यार 1 किंवा 2 किंवा 3 शक्य आसा ते मुद्दे सांगिल्ले आसात जाल्यार त्याच जंगलाची नाशाडी करून ते शक्य आसा अशें जावं नये आनी अशें करप बरोबर न्ही. प्रत्येक वेळा कितलो तपस घालून सामाजीक वावर करतले एक्टिविस्ट जावं शिकिल्ले बुद्धिमान गोंयकार आपलो सल्लो दितात, विचारूनय दितात, न विचारताय दितात, पब्लीक हियरिंगाच्या तर्फे दितात आनी आपली ऑब्जेक्शन्स ऑर रिजन्स फॉर दॅट आर गिवन. सो वाय डज द गव्हर्मेंट नॉट एडॉप्ट गूड रिजन, गूड सायंटिफीक ऑप्शन? फक्त भांडवलदाराचे, कॉन्ट्रॅक्टराचे आनी पॉलिटिकल मांडण्याचे समर्थन करप हे बरोबर न्ही. म्हज्या कोतान तरी म्हाका दिसता सेंट्रल एम्पावर्ड कमिटी इज वॉट एवर दे हॅव सजेस्टेड इज वेल थॉट आउट. तांणी सांगिल्लें आसा ऑलरेडी एक लायन आसा ताजे वयल्यान वीज पुरवठो येता, त्याच हाजेर दुसऱ्यो पावर लायन हाडपाक इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजिनियराचें मतय बी आसा.
That's it for this episode. News and infotainment continues on Goa's trusted channel on the other side of this broadcast. Until then, this is Gayatri Patil signing off. Keep watching Herald TV.